Hi guys, I'm here with one of our students, Carlo. How you doing, Carlo?
I'm well, thank you.
Nice to have you. So just wanted to talk a little bit about your martial arts journey and like kind of how you're getting on. I know recently you've just had surgery on your foot. How was that?
I have. It was more painful than I thought it was ever going to be. I thought I'd be back in about 2 days. It's been 4 months.
So what actually happened? What was involved?
Well, I've actually got some arthritis in both feet.
Yes.
So it's a little bit difficult with pain sometimes. And it got to the point where it was too much pain. And surgery was the only option really, was take out some of the excess bone that's on top there.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what they did. Used something called bone nippers.
Okay.
Which is sounds as glamorous as as you can imagine. Yeah, so nipped the bone off, sewed it all up. The surgeon was pretty happy with what he'd done. Of course, he hasn't got a walk on it afterwards.
No.
I have, yeah, and it was only 6 weeks, 6-week check. He said to me, oh yeah, it can take up to a year to get better. And I was thinking, you didn't tell me this before.
No.
You said I'll be walking out of here and I'll be all right and stuff. Yeah, sure enough, I walked out, but not in any sort of fit state. So
no, normally what they say is once you can walk out, that's it, we're done with you.
Yeah, and that's how it felt.
If you can do a flight of stairs, right, you're good to go.
It's
Go
over
on,
the
leave.
threshold. Brilliant, sign it off. You're done. Yeah, so, we had a bit of that sort of going.
You're no longer our responsibility, mate. See you later. Bye. Oh, by the way, it's going to take about a year. Yeah,
it'll take about a year. So we're doing the stretches.
Yep.
I found some stretches with the NHS picked up.
Yep.
There's some gives some physio stretches, putting some weight loading on it and stuff.
Good.
It's helped dramatically, to be fair, and I've got a lot more flexibility and movement, and I'm back. Walking, moving, and it is pain-free, so actually it's worthwhile. Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed. And what I actually like about even your journey after having the operation recently, you still came into the club to watch and observe. How do you find, because you do the Kung Fu as well as the Tai Chi,
Yes.
but not long after surgery, you came in and you watched a couple of classes. How did you find watching it? What kind of experience did you get from just watching the class, from doing the class?
Yeah, it's entirely different when you're, certainly for me when I'm doing the class, being a classic overthinker, I've got my mind forefront in what all limbs are doing at any one point.
Yes.
And that takes me quite a while to let that become muscle memory to get on with not thinking about things. Sitting at the side is a privilege for me because I am a thinker. I can think and then watch what all these different people are doing at once, and there's all variations of doing the same thing, and there can be minor differences, and you can see somebody tackling something in a slightly different way to somebody else, but achieving the same outcomes. And that makes you really realise sort of how subtle the movements can be.
Yeah.
That can make make the difference between a technique working really well or perhaps not working at all.
Yes.
Which I've often found when I'm in my own training, trying to do something, why is this not working, or why am I not getting this quite right? And it will be subtle differences. So sitting here watching, it was nice to be part of a class again, even if it was on the periphery.
Yeah.
And being part of the environment, it's a good environment to be involved in. And it's a real privilege just to watch all these different people partaking in the same thing, and then sort of watching their journeys and how they are taking it.
Well, like you said, it's like a different perspective.
Yeah.
I find even as a teacher, I learned so much more through teaching, and obviously I still do my own training as well, but it's a different level of understanding. Like you said, you're looking from the outside in. So the kind of things that I don't notice when I'm in it is completely different from when I'm on the side, watching and observing. So picking up on all these things, and I know a few other students have said similar things, that have had injuries sitting on the side, and they said, it's surprising how many things you notice in other people. It's like, well, what are you doing with your feet? Hang on, do I do that with my feet?
Yeah.
And you take it away and you take that on board yourself. It's another way of learning. The interesting thing as well with learning, it's being able to coach yourself. And it was something that Steve Rowe would always say to me. He said, coach yourself. And what he meant by that was talk yourself through it out loud. So how often do we practice our forms, but practice our forms out loud? So if when I'm talking through the different techniques in the class, I'm saying it out loud. So it's another way of learning. But if I did my own forms, and I'm sure if you do your own forms at home, you're not really saying it out loud, are you? You're saying it in your head.
It's in my head. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's very challenging then to pick it up quickly like that, or to learn it. You're learning at a slower rate.
Yeah.
But when you're saying it out loud, you're coaching yourself. And I suppose when you're watching from the sidelines, it's a different way of coaching yourself because you're observing, like I said, the things that you know you struggle with that you do yourself. And you talk about being an overthinker as well, like you analyse. I mean, what's your job role?
Well, I train people to become crime scene investigators, so CSI. So it's quite analytical.
X-Files stuff.
Yes.
So it's no wonder how you've got that kind of mindset where you really think about stuff, analyse
it's just
stuff.
natural for me to really get involved in detail as opposed to like I'm a big picture thinker. I'll look for the ways of something being a certain way. I won't necessarily work out all the steps in between, how you get there. So I know what it should look like. I know how that's got to be and stuff, which is probably why I struggle with the detail. I think, oh yeah, that looks great. I can do that bit. Oh wait, how do I make that move this way? And how do I move that way? And
so you've got to be in it. It's a good thing
for me, because it's so out of regular, so out of my normal comfort zone. Is moving in this sort of way that actually it's a real benefit. Not in body and mind, to be able to go, actually, you're learning something new and your body is, or my body is training itself to do something different I wouldn't normally do. It's very easy to sit there and think about something, but actually to get up and do something and move in a particular way is very different.
The thinking and then the doing part.
Yes.
Do you find then with the Tai Chi, is it helped kind of with that thinking part of your mind, calming it down? Like you said, you see things as pictures. Tai Chi should be very much about seeing things as pictures in your head, which is very right brain thinking. And most of us are very left brain thinking. So seeing it as pictures like that, do you find that helps in turn with your existing job with doing the Tai Chi? Has it helped you with that? Or like you say, is it different?
I think it's different for me. I think what's with the Tai Chi in particular, what it was really good for me when I first picked that up was letting the mind focus a bit more on nothing, as I see it anyway. Is that it's not about trying to fill my head with nothing or trying to push a thought away. It's more about letting it just be and not chasing the thoughts, not going after them when they pop in and think, oh, it's there, it's fine, or I'll happen to be reading something now that's in front of me and think, okay, it's fine, let it go, and it's all right for that to happen and not, oh, I've lost my focus, got to start again. I haven't done this right. So it's going to happen because we're human. And I feel like it will happen to me because I am observant. That is how I am, a sort of analytic. I've got to look out for these things. I've got to be on high alert at points to observe a scenario or a scene. And what Tai Chi does, for me at least, is it's almost the antithesis of it. It's like, there's lots of things going on, but you know what? Calm it, let it be, and that's actually that's been a real mental strength to take from that as well. So I quite enjoy it from that point of view. The other thing I particularly enjoy is the fact that being from a scientific background, I got a physics degree and I studied at master's level, and then I didn't know what else to do at that particular point, so I come out into the real world and decided to go to work instead. Is that what I gained from that is you almost feel like when you go through it, I know everything, we know humans know everything, we've got all the knowledge is all there and stuff. And actually what you really is, you've scratched some of the knowledge, but when you let it go, and I've been in class and I've done some of the work and I can feel something is happening, and you think, well, I can't explain that with my physics. No. What it is I'm feeling in my hands or my feet or or in my fingertips or wherever else, it's like, I don't know what that is, but it's there. I know it's there. I can feel it. So for me, that is real. So, and that's what I love about it. Do you know what? There's a whole universe of things we don't understand.
And you don't have to analyse it.
You don't have to, exactly. You just have to notice, I feel that, and that's enough.
Aware of it.
Aware of it,
Which is absolutely brilliant, which is what Tai Chi is all about. And it's really good that even someone who's a big thinker like you, very much someone who analyses stuff, that you are open-minded enough to let it be. Just let it go like that, because most people in your situation will be overthinking the thinking. I'm having trouble doing this. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to break this down and analyse this a little bit more to find out why I do it. When actually we say, but you did it. You don't have to analyse it because you already did it. And we say Tai Chi is about natural movement. But it's like when we say, focus on your breathing, but then don't overanalyze your breathing, just breathe naturally. You're already doing it.
Yeah.
It's already there. You're already doing it. Like you said, just breathe as normal as possible. So you feel like the Tai Chi then and the Kung Fu complement each other quite well.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
The Kung Fu, I think that's it almost feels a bit more showy, a bit more jazzy.
Yes.
It's got the belts, it's got the, the hits, the energy that comes with it and stuff as well. It's got I suppose it's got the, even the Hollywood sort of background almost to it.
Yeah.
So it's been utilised in that way. But it is definitely, I can definitely see the crossover, and actually underneath it is just, it's the same natural movements that you learn them in slow motion, complement the fast motion along the way as well. So actually for me, I can see how Tai Chi is behind more of it than the Kung Fu is. So yes, they do cross over, but I do tend to feel that the Tai Chi is probably more foundational and more of a base, and perhaps slightly more prevalent.
Principles.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's almost calling it Tai Chi as well. It kind of, even that in itself, it decorates it up to be just, it's another exercise class. And if you took away the word Tai Chi and talk about what actually goes on, and it's about Neigong, Qigong, so inner work, outer work, understanding what is actually going on with your body. And then when you truly understand what's going on with your body, then you can apply that to everything. So when you say it, the crossover into Kung Fu, but it will cross over into absolutely everything you do. I find Tai Chi is, sometimes it's like good therapy, because I realise how I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
And how my mind can go down so many different rabbit holes. But then I say to myself, like you said, but be aware what you're doing, that's enough. That's okay. Be aware what you're doing and just be. And then you kind of bring yourself back, and then you kind of get that feeling of, whoa, that feels really good. That feels quite powerful. But now I'm trying to understand that feeling, and then I've ruined it.
That's it. And I think it's, if I was to go all the way back to it and stuff as well, I mean, I started Tai Chi because I was looking for an exercise class, or looking for exercises, or looking for something to do that wouldn't be too taxing on my body.
Yeah.
To try.
How long ago was it you started now?
It's been about 3.5 years.
Yes.
So I started that class. Could be just over that as well. But I was looking for something that would I could gently ease into and build upon for fitness levels.
Yes.
And I will openly admit I didn't understand fully what it was as well. And it took me a while to really start understanding what it could be about and how that could operate.
The Kung Fu.
The Kung Fu, and then the Tai Chi. So I started there, and I took the Kung Fu on top because I was really enjoying what was going on. So
what did you start with first? Was
the
it
Tai Chi?
Oh, okay, yeah.
3 months into that, I then said, I think I'll have a go at the Kung Fu as well. And actually, that then built on there, and that's when I truly realised I don't know how to move. I don't know how to move, and I was never a dancer. I was never really a gymnast or anything of that sort. I mean, I used my brain, not really my body. And so it's been really good to go, actually, there's a whole other side to this.
Yes.
And what I've really enjoyed, just as you said, about, you can just let it be, is one of the truly wonderful things about studying sort of the outside world for so long, and that even the universe and stuff, is how much we don't know, and I will never know.
No.
In my lifetime, I will never understand it, and so it just is. I look up at stars, think they just are, and it's a wonderful place to be in. It's really grounding. But from that point of view, Tai Chi does the same thing. Although it's up there and outside there, the Tai Chi is in here, and you think there's something going on here, and I don't know what it is, but if I let it just be, you can just enjoy. You enjoy the journey that it takes you on. It's the same. I find it as east-west balance or yin-yang balance.
Yeah.
Two things come well for me.
Well, it's funny actually when you say, because I remember now when you started with the Tai Chi and how much you enjoyed it, and then moved over to the Kung Fu, you actually picked up the Kung Fu reasonably quick. And I felt it was because of the foundation you did get with the Tai Chi, and you realise, hang on a minute, I'm doing Kung Fu, but you're talking about, Mike, the same things in Tai Chi.
That's it. If you don't treat it as like a complete alien concept.
It's Tai Chi. That's just something old people do in the park, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the slow one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, actually, they are actually the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might have like different shaped hands at the end of it or something, but the movements are so similar that you
Yes.
can apply them in both.
Absolutely.
So it does work out that way.
So do you feel, in your opinion, it's good to have both, the Tai Chi and the Kung Fu?
I do. I wouldn't, if anybody said to me, oh, I only want to do one, I would definitely not say, I wouldn't put anyone off taking up one discipline over another. But by taking on both, I think you get a much more holistic view of
like both sides of the fence.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's absolutely fantastic. And Carlo, thanks for taking the time to do this.
No problem.
And of course, it's fantastic that you're on the road to recovery
Yes.
and you can get back into it. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. If you're driving home later, just be careful of if you go past any fields.
Okay.
I've seen there's a few crop circles out at the moment. So if you see any crop circles, don't get out of your car. It's probably a serial killer on the loose.
I said to myself, I try not to laugh.